The Three Stooges. Hey, y'all. I didn't hear a scream, so all must be well. What'd you think of them Three Stooges? Yes, Cameron was pulling Pawpaw with the high-stat lawnmower because they're fixing to put that other engine in. And of course, you know, the boss of the crew, Mr. Moe, he was riding behind making sure they did what they were supposed to do. How's y'all Saturday going? Ours is 89, sunny, got storms in about 2 hours, so they say. Large hail, damaging winds, and I'm like, oh boy. But I'm gonna insert Moe harvesting his carrots. And then when we return, this little name tag that says Munchkin Cantaloupe. This wasn't a Moe mess up. It was a me mess up. Watch Moe do his carrots. I'll be right back. I gotta let my mom move the owl. Hang on. Ooh, this thing is heavy.
Watch out, watch out, watch
What?
out. Watch out.
What? Watch out what? Was there something crawling?
Yes.
Like what?
Get down on the floor or something.
Get it on the floor or something. Well, it's heavy.
Do you want me to go and get that?
No, I can get it. Let's look underneath it. There ain't nothing under it. Okay. Oh, you scared me, boy.
They're
All right. Now, how are we going to do these carrots now?
I'm just gonna.
Here, let Mama show you one. I'll do just a little one, okay? Okay. I'm going to see how I put my hands right here around it.
Yeah.
And then I'm lightly going to do this. But I bet you get bigger ones.
Yeah.
Now you do it. Now you got to grab the whole thing. Grab your whole thing. Easy. Easy does it. Oh my. Grayson! Hi, Grayson. Papa, look. Oh my goodness.
Oh, what? Watch this.
Watch what, baby? All right, Mama's got, that one's kind of funny looking, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that one, did it break?
Yeah, it broke.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it didn't break.
No, it didn't break. It just kind of grew crazy. All right, what about these over here?
Oh, that one's.
Be easy. Remember, twist. You done good.
All right, this is probably gonna be small. Yep,
Yep,
that's
that
a
one's
baby.
small, but we can still eat them.
Yep.
Whoa, boy. Are we gonna plant watermelons in this bed? You know what?
We should.
We should?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's your favorite.
That's a little bitty.
You got a bunch more. What? Tell me. Oh, you get it.
I'm gonna get all these first.
Oh, you're going to get them first? Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't want to waste time getting. Oh, that's a little bitty one.
That's a little baby.
Yep. We should have let that one grow a little bit more.
Hey, you know what though?
What?
These carrots didn't do bad considering the storm and they got beat down. I think you done amazing. I really do.
Alright. This is.
Oh, that's a big one. Then you'll. Ooh. Oh my. Look at that. Is there any more? Did we get them all? What? What? Well, I don't know what that is. That's like a weed.
That's like a little tree.
All right, now hold the whole bundle.
Can I pull that?
Yeah, that's an acorn. Oh, did the acorn come out?
No.
Oh my goodness, is it stuck?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Mama will have to get her tools. So hold all of this.
Huh.
Hold it up to the camera. Let the camera see. Whoa. You gonna go show Papa?
Yeah.
There he goes, y'all. Okay. What did y'all think of that? Now, he got one big one. some decent ones. The little bitty ones, well, you know. Ooh, there's a red wasp. Let me just move. Well, y'all hang on. I gotta get my flip-flop. Hang on. Ooh. Okay, here we go. I got him. Oh. Whoops. Oh, I didn't get him. Hang on. Whoa. He got out of Dodge. So I think. Y'all, there's some bugs flying around here. Let me tell you something. I don't mind certain ones, but then there's certain bugs. Yeah, I don't want around me. One being a wasp. This little weed caught my eye. So, where was I? Oh, the Munchkin cantaloupe. Let me show y'all what happened. And then we're going to do a little garden walk. We're going to start at the celery. There's a reason for my madness. But y'all remember I planted, or seed started, some Munchkin cantaloupes. And then in between these two beds, remember this is where the onions was. I seed started, which they hadn't come up. That's only been, what, like 4 days, 5 days? Ain't nothing come up yet. But have y'all ever seen a cantaloupe look like this? Yeah. I know I have it. Look down here. Look right there, y'all. So that tells me that I have 2 Munchkin cantaloupe. Hopefully, in 2 of the cucumber pots. So when they start looking like a cantaloupe, I can just switch the cards out. So now, we gotta rethink what we gonna do. It's probably gonna be a trellis in each bed that the active cucumbers are growing. And in the center bed, we'll do that fencing that he was gonna bend and staple and cascade down. So let's look at that. So we will have to trellis this one. And there's the seed start. These are the Savoy F1 cantaloupe that I did, and I did 2 to each bed. And we'll have to trellis that one. Now let's talk about celery. There's a lot of people say fertilize. A lot of people say you water. That's going to yield you the best celery, the healthiest celery. Well, I'm going to show you the stalk of this one. Can y'all see down in there? And they're all the same size. Oh, got a little bit of... And that's what comes out of the... Oops. That's what I get in that easy straw. 1 or 2 little blades. Well, y'all, I beat the hell out of my green onions. Oops. That is not true in my experience. I can't find nowhere where that. Let me go back over here. Let's get in front of the celery. I know I'm cutting my head off, y'all. Bear with me. That's not true in my experience. I do not fertilize my celery after I put my fertilizer in. With my celery, I use triple 13. Well, in the bed, should I say. Same bed that the other celery is in, and when I was digging, I still had plenty, because remember that Arctic storm took out the celery. So I didn't amend it with anything, we just topped it off with some dirt. And I water this celery. It stays in the shade too, by the way. You want your celery in the shade. I water it just as when I water everything else. Yeah, I found that when you over-fertilize and you overwater, you're just destroying your celery. It is so full of water, and it's going to only drink what it needs. And that's just my experience. So, there's talk out. Celery's real popular all of a sudden, or from what I've been reading. And yes, I know it's rude to turn my head away from the camera, but this stuff kind of drives me crazy. So when I grab it, I know that no more is going to come back. So I just pluck it. So in my experience, shade, don't overwater. Feed and amend your dirt at the start, and you don't have to feed your celery. You burn it up, you wilt it up, and that's just been my experience. Now, the potatoes. The sun's cooking them. We've got to get the shade cloth going. And that's going to be a task, the way we're going to have to build it, because we were really going to call it temporary, but no, we're just going to call it permanent. And we've got to get some shade on this garden. Big time. Because even the potatoes, which their potatoes are fine. But I'll show you. Now, this had about 6 hours of sun on it. Let me turn you around. This is the sweet potatoes. Pretty rough till you get to this one and this one. That's because that's all shade. And that one. But guys, they melt down. Now, late in the evening, they perk up. So, hey, if I get something great, if I don't, I'm good too. I don't claim to be the sweet potato queen. There's only one sweet potato master in my book, and that's Mr. Danny King. But that's just Lippy's opinion. And he's a busy man, so he won't see this video, because then I'll get a phone call, and it may not be good. And why is that? Oh, I don't know. I've helped plant sweet potatoes 2 or 3 years with them. I've harvested sweet potatoes. I even have the book. Might need to go back to school again. I ain't worried. He ain't going to see it. But we'll just do a run through. I did feed yesterday. What is it? The 8-4-12 of the Organic Miracle-Gro. Not on my beans. Remember, I do 0-10-10. But with the heat, and we're supposed to be getting some rain, I did water and I did feed yesterday evening. Pretty heavy. In case we didn't get rain, because, you know, boxes dry, you know, they dry out. But I'm going to just start walking the whole bed. The Hosinator's finally growing some. Y'all, I put so much fertilizer in it. We ought to name it Hulk. It just got bad genes. Because, I mean, these were in those sales with the other ones that look great. But it's growing. So let's just do a little walkthrough. Okay, we're going to start at the back. Now, yesterday evening I came in, and as I saw one leaf kind of low, I did trim it. I don't butcher mine at the start. I wait to see, you know, how they grow. And I took the suckers out. Actually, I missed one. Let's get over here. Right here. Let's see. But I'm getting blooms. Look. I've got some radishes coming. I planted these about 4 days ago. Just kind of here, there, and yonder. Here's another little row. I'm trying to beat the heat, because once heat sets in, you're not growing radishes. There's another run of radishes. I've got them scattered throughout. But we're coming out of the shade, guys, into the sun. Hence why we've got to hurry up and get some shade cloth going. Now, these are the determinants. What are these? These are the summer picks. So you're going to find them more squatty, more bushy. You know, you can pretty well, let me show you. That's a determinant. That's an indeterminate. Even by the way the growth of the plant is. See, if I go side by side, you got an indeterminate and you got a determinate. They're more bushy. So you really don't have to label, but I like to label. So here we go. Now, this is a determinate. I've got 3 tomatoes on it. That bloom didn't take. And that's a big beef right here. these are doing great. And like I said, I did sucker and trim last night as I was watering. It only took me 3 hours to water. Now, here's a good example. I'm not gonna trim that. I need to get my tomato clip and I'm gonna clip it, okay? I'm not gonna trim it. This one I may take off in another week, determining how high it grows. So I missed that one. And I don't know if y'all can see for the sun. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing came up in this pot. So I'm gonna have to seed start. And you know what? Everything else did. I might have just forgot that pot. Because I don't mark these. These are just different flowers, different pollinators. So I might have not even planted it. Because every other pot, ooh, there went a wasp. Y'all, I'm allergic to wasp. But I do keep an EpiPen at all times. Everything's doing really, really good. But there's some suffering, guys, with the heat. Now, the peppers, they're all the same. Planted all together. But you got a little stunt one, then you got a normal one where it should be. Because remember, I had to seed start twice or 3 times. I just stepped in a hole. So see, that one's not stunted. It's just very odd. I don't mean to get you dizzy, but you look at that one, normal, and that one. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. There goes Mo. We got some blooms on this pepper. Now remember, these are the no-heat jalapenos. And Mo is so excited. Guys, look. He's gonna get to pick. Look all in there. I know the camera sucks, but hey. There is red. Now this one, I don't think is gonna be ready by the time this evening comes, but there's a few in here. There's a really nice one for him. And here's a couple of them. Now we move to the gherkin. Radishes. But that don't look like a gherkin, guys. That looks just like a cantaloupe. So this is the one I think I've mixed up. Don't know. The zucchini, fantastic. Oh, and I'm going to talk to y'all about the squash and zucchini. Now, here's a good example. All right, you see, where's my camera? See, I've got a zucchini here, one here. This was a male flower. I used it this morning, and this one's already shrinking up because I don't have many pollinators. But I want to show y'all this, okay? I did break these 2 leaves off, but I did not take this stem off. Why that is because of the size of the stem. Let me get down so y'all can see. You can see like this. The size of the stem is pretty thick. So I'm gonna let it come up a little bit more before I come in here and cut, because this is hollow. All you're doing, if you just cut it here and it's hollow here, you're offering a nice home for your bugs, especially for your vine borer. Y'all, I just cut the camera off because I had to move. I was gonna try to get me a wasp, but it took off. But we're gonna talk about vine borer. A lot of you have problems. Look at this zucchini, guys. So I've got zucchini on all 3 of the zucchinis. Then we'll just kind of cascade over here. These are the banana peppers. I took the chicken out of the house and set her here. I think she's cute there. And those are all the tomatoes there, and 1 cucumber mixed in, and I deliberately put that there. Bell peppers, since I dusted them, no more bites. Look at that. Look at this. Can y'all see that cute little bell pepper? They're starting to really bloom, but I've had no bites. Oh, look, y'all. A few little radishes coming up. See? It is so hot out here. And there's the other bells. But you see, I think it was a caterpillar. I really do. But no new bites since I used my Captain Jack. Okay, all the yellow wax beans are growing like crazy. No new bites, but let me show y'all this. Look at that. Everywhere they bit, they've taken off the leaves. I mean, I'm gonna have to come in and remove these leaves. Let's see, no more new bites. But like I said, I'm glad that I caught it when I did, and it happened, y'all, overnight. Went to bed, no bites. Got up, bites. But we're starting to get some life. And I've just been kind of poking them in here, you know, here and there when they get long runners. But y'all, I think we're going to do really good with our beans this year for the space that we had, you know. And we will be planting the fruit trees that Miss Nikki got us with Cameron this evening. See what it did? But the new growth on this one, here it is. It's fine. So I'm gonna let that get a little bit bigger, and then I'm gonna remove that, because all that's gonna do is drain the plant. All right, like this one's broke off. See, I pulled it off. That would do nothing but just drain the nutrients from the plant. But we'll just kind of cascade on down. And I gotta mend that bed tomorrow morning from those watermelons. And we're gonna do the same thing. These are little bitty sugar babies. And we're just gonna plant them there, 2 of them, and probably cascade them off the other side, like we're gonna do the cantaloupe. So, there it is. And guys, I seed started some more coleus because this is doing so pretty. I went ahead and I did, because I've got so much, and like I said, I love that. I don't know how it's going to do with the possible hail, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't just cover everything. My swimming pool, look, has a lot of life. There's a multitude of stuff in here. And there is no specific way that I planted. I just mixed and matched, and so I'm going to have variations of height and ground cover throughout. But I need pollination, so there they go. I did plant my apple mint. And let me tell you what, I took all the dead off, and we've got new growth already. Now this is a wicking pot. Inside is the pot that it's planted in, but this outside pot has about an inch difference. So when I water it, I don't go too heavy, and I let it absorb what it needs. It's a little bit dry, but remember, mint, you don't want to overwater. But I'll give it a little drink. And I'm probably going to move it over into the shade for right now. Plus with the storm that's coming in, just to be on the safe side. Here's 2 more tomato plants that I've got to get planted. So I just stuck the little pot. These are San Marzano tomatoes, because I'm really wanting to concentrate, guys, on paste this year, because I really need to put 2 times the amount up. But I just left them in the pots and till I can plant them. But they're growing fantastic. Now hopefully you can see me, because I'm blind as a bat. I can't even, I know the camera's up there, that's all I know. It was not much of a garden update. I mean, really and truly, I fed, and we had to make a trip yesterday. And I just fed and I watered and called it done. And I didn't even turn the camera on. But you got to see, you know, a little bit of the tour. But the main gist of this video was Mo harvesting his carrots. My heart is warm. Y'all saw it. I don't think he realized till I said, show your friends your carrots. I don't think he knew he was being filmed. But I do want to show y'all one thing before I end. And then I'm going to get me some water, sit down, get some coffee, and edit. We've been doing a lot of digging. We've been finding electrical and water lines that go nowhere. Yeah. You never know what you're going to find digging on this property. So, but I'm walking to show y'all something that was gifted to me. Oh, and I'm in the shade. Let me set this tripod down. It's beautiful. Hang on. Look at my beautiful flag Miss Ree and Mr. Randy gifted me. I mean, you couldn't have found a better Boston as far as the markings. That was so Gigi. Her marking, I mean, this right here was Gigi's markings. And she's about to bloom. Starting to see a whole lot of little buds. The dogwood is growing, guys. Look at it. So yeah, I was just thrilled. There's just no other words. Okay, I wanted to talk to y'all about vine borers. I noticed a lot of people, and what brought it to my attention was I gifted the neighbor, y'all saw some cucumbers and tomatoes. She was having major problems with vine borers. Now, most of you may be aware of this. Some of you may not. I've got some new gardeners. Vine borers look like a mini wasp. Orange, black wings, and they will lay their eggs at the base of your zucchini, your squash. And when they do, those eggs hatch, and those borers, because it's not actually the female that does it, they will bore in to that opening. Remember, I told y'all that I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit bigger and I'm going to cut it at the base. I don't want to allow them to have that tube because they can go down in it. But they bore in from the base into that tube because it's hollow. And that's what they feed on, and that's what they get their water, if you will, from that. So as you're watering, the plant's steadily dying because they're eating out the hollow. I, knock on wood, I've not yet ever had a problem with vine borers, but there's two things that I do. I don't wrap with foil. I don't put, popsicle sticks. What I do is I take that garden tone. It stinks to high heaven. Now, yes, I mend my dirt with it, but I literally take it and I will put it around the base of my zucchini and my squash. And I also say that I did not have, say you can't find garden tone, and I've used this for years. You take some black pepper, just kitchen black pepper. You make a paste, so just droplets of water till you make a paste. It's not going to hurt your plant. And you wipe from the bottom where the dirt starts up to where your zucchini and squash fork. You put that black pepper paste. Now, when it rains, if you water, it's going to go away. But it takes 2 seconds to make this paste. And just keep it on that base. She's not going to lay her eggs there. The same with the garden tone. Only I use it kind of like you would do Captain Jack's. Or if you were using like 7 Dust. You would want to put that powder around the base so it kind of hits that stem. She's not going to lay those eggs there, y'all. So I don't know between those two methods if that's what has prevented it. It's just me offering some advice for y'all to try, the ones that is dealing with this and you're getting ready to plant, or you have planted and you're still in the safe zone right now. But I still believe that garden tone, when you amend your beds, your whatever, there's something in there, guys, and I don't have that problem. You know, I'm not going to tell you that I won't. It could happen next week, but I know in all the years of growing, before I knew about garden tone, and I just simply tested and tuned it, and I was just doing it to try and prevent. No one told me to. It was just, it stunk so bad, and then it made me think about the black pepper paste. You know, it's just something you guys may want to try. But before we end, Mo called me over to the porch, or the patio, and he needs to share something with y'all. So let's see what he has to say before we end this video. Now, what was you telling your mama?
So when you put water on big plants, it goes down to the stem and goes down in to where and it goes down into where it needs to where so it can drink water.
That's right, it goes down to the roots.
Yep.
And the roots is what drinks water.
Yep.
You are so right. You're going to be an amazing gardener. You know that?
Yep.
Amazing gardener.
I have like a venture agents show and they told me that.
Oh, you watch Adventure Agents and they told you that?
Well, they actually just like make videos.
Oh, they just make videos.
Yeah.
Whew. This shade feels good. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update. I will be filming the fruit trees being planted because there's a story. I know y'all love the stories. There's actually a story behind why I really want to film this. I'm thinking it tomorrow it should post, and then y'all will understand. And I will be taking pictures. Well, I'm not going to give it away. Y'all understand tomorrow or Monday. So I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited. So don't miss planting the fruit trees. Don't miss it. There's a story. So as always, stay safe. Y'all, these walls about to drive me nuts. Where was I? Oh, stay safe, stay well, and as always, God bless. I knew where I was. You always got to wish your friends safety and blessings. Till the next one.